I felt like a zero. I felt like nothing, like, who am I? Nobody cares if Garland Marion is on earth. My mom doesn't care because, you know, she's off in her own world. My dad doesn't care because he doesn't even recognize me. Nobody will care if I'm missing, if I'm gone. So I literally was just gonna go jump off the bridge.
If I hadn't been adopted, I probably would just be another statistic, getting involved in drugs or pregnant at a young age. It's scary to think about what would happen if I never was adopted.
I was 16 years old now, and like, I'm homeless again. I was picked up by the police and was told that I have to go to a boys' home. It was ran by a Christian lady who actually, her and her husband were pastors of a small missionary Baptist church in the inner city.
Being placed in a home where there's several different children from several different backgrounds, 8 of us total, you always have a friend, you always have someone. If you wanted to play Barbies, you had someone there, someone to teach you to braid your hair.
They pretty much, from the day I got there, preached Jesus to me and told me that he had a plan for my life. Initially, I was kind of hesitant and I rejected the gospel because I had a bad attitude, and he pretty much had to humble me to the point where I actually felt like empty. I felt like a zero. And lo and behold, this little old lady looked me in the eye and said, "Son, you need Jesus." And I gave him my heart that night.
As a single lady, I didn't know if I'd have children ever of my own, and so God says he gives us the desires of our heart, and he really blessed me with Nevaeh. You get to see life in a different way through the eyes of a child and experience maybe your childhood over again.
Because of that one lady and her husband deciding to obey God, now my wife and I have decided to adopt a son ourselves and to look after an orphan. So it's just the ministry keeps going on.
Most foster kids carry a Walmart bag full of their belongings to different homes that they get passed along to. Most of them don't spend Christmas in the same place twice, or even their birthday.
I would encourage anybody who's interested or has that on their heart to become an adoptive parent or a foster parent to take the steps, because it's well worth it.
I'm a living example of what one person can do in another person's life. And just because one lady and her husband decided to do something. So whatever God tells you to do, just do it. And you will reap a reward.